Hey y'all. So now, here what I'm gonna do. I don't know anything about Charlie Kirk, like anything. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go. Oh, he was young. 1993. How old was that? Okay, so it says overview. He was born October 14th, 1993, in Arlington Heights, Illinois. Charles James Kirk was an American right wing political activist, entrepreneur, not me sounding like the orange guy, entre, entrepreneur, and media personality. He co founded the conservative organization Turning Point USA in 2012 and was its executive director. He published a range of books and hosted the Charlie Kirk Show, a talk radio program. So let's see what else. Oh my gosh, he was so young. I didn't realize he was only 31. Wow. How would they people are wicked. Turning point. Let's see what turning point is. So let me see. Why would they turning point? It says in 2020, Turning Point USA had 39.2 million in revenue. Kirk earned a salary of more than 325,000 from TP USA and related organizations. What else? The religion of what religion is Charlie Kirk's wife? But I mean, I guess both of them are the same. I'm assuming the same religion. Charlie Kirk's wife. What we know about Erica Kirk, Catholic faith. Erica's entire Catholic community came together last night. Okay, we don't need to read that. What did Charlie Kirk say about Christianity? What's up? Don't forget to like the live and subscribe. I'm from New York City. Where you from? What did Charlie Kirk say about Christianity? Kirk said he didn't believe the country could function well any other way. Wow, okay. Oh, wow. Hey, from India. What's going on? Okay, nice. Kirk said he didn't believe the country could function well any other way. The body politic of America was so Christian and was so protested that our, our form and structure of government was built for the people that believe in Christ our Lord. Oh my gosh, I did not realize how young he was. But I'm trying to understand why they did that to him. Not come to India. What? I don't even know you. I'm trying to figure out why they did this to him. I'm so confused. He seems like he was a cool guy. I'm not really seeing. And he haven't even been here that long. He only was 31. What was the motive? I'm so confused. Is it? Thank you. Well, let's go to BB&C and see what else we can find out about him. I'm not really understanding why. Wow. Let's go. So it says this is from BBC. Charlie Kirk, the conservative influencer who became the voice of MAGA youth. Kirk was 18 when he co-founded Turning Point USA, a student organization focused on spreading conservative ideas on college campuses. As he was unalived with a single bullet, he was speaking under a sign that read, "Prove me wrong." All these events, Kirk became known for his combative style, inviting students to step up to the microphone and challenge his white right-wing Christian worldview in front of a baying audience. Clips of these exchanges built him a huge following, more than 5 million followers on X, which was Twitter. And thank you so much. Nice to meet you too. Don't forget to watch my other videos and show my other videos love. Clips of these exchanges built in him a huge following, more than 5 million followers on X, which used to be Twitter, and 7 million on TikTok that helped him mobilize the youth. Vote for president. Oh, Lord. Yeah, anyway, the orange guy, who has repeatedly praised Kirk for inspiring a generation of young conservative activists. He's got his army of young people, the orange guy said. The Turning Point Action Conference last year. These are young patrons. We thank you, Charlie. After Kirk's unalive on September the 10th, the orange guy said he had once told him he could become president one day. Charlie Kirk, born in 1993 to an architect father and stuck trader mother, Kirk grew up in a well-to-do Chicago suburb of Prospect Heights. He attended the Illinois Community College briefly before dropping out of devote himself to political activists. He also, he dropped out. Wow. He also applied unsuccessfully to West Point, the elite U.S. military academy. Kirk often referred tongue-in-cheek to his lack of college degree when debating students and academics, reveling in the reputation as a adept public speaker and fluent debater. Doing this his rapid accent in public life, Kirk, who was always willing to say things that could rouse his supporters and offend his critics, used YouTube, TikTok, Facebook, and Instagram to spread his message and build his audience. He was one of the youngest speakers when he appeared age 22 at the Republican National Convention in 2016. And his platform grew further with his hugely successful podcast. The Charlie Kirk Show began in 2019. Julia Peer, a member of Turning Point USA, for more than a decade, said he would be remembered for giving young conservatives in America the confidence to be themselves. It used to be that for young people, it was cool to be a Democrat, but he made it cool to be a Trump. He made it cool to be an orange guy supporter and to wear the. Hold on, let me read this. Okay, it used to be that for the young people, it was cool to be a Democrat, but he made it cool to be a orange guy supporter and to wear the MAGA hat and to live your life with traditional family vows. She told the BBC after his unaliveness, Kirk's de facto role as a communicator. and defender in chief for making. I'm not liking you, Kirk. You supported. Did you support the orange guy? Uh, anyway, Kirk's de facto role as a communicator and defender in chief for the Make American Great Again movement on colleges' campuses distinguished him from another white wing activist because of his willingness to take his fight into conventionally hostile settings. When you pierce the liberal echo chamber, minds are changed. Millions of them, in fact, he wrote in one ex post. The campus left to threaten. What is they yelling about? Debate, dialogue, discussion, and differing ideas, he said in another. Kirk was holding a prove me wrong debate at Utah Valley University when he was unalived. The latest stop in a tour of colleges around the country. This summer, he also visited the UK and debated students at the University of Oxford and University of Cambridge. Listen, hi, how you doing? Where you from? Don't forget to subscribe and like the live. His team would record all of them, posting short clips of the most heated exchanges online. And they followed a similar model to the Your Being Brain. Thank you so much. Being brainwashed tour he held across campuses and run up to the 2024 election. I don't know about you, Kirk. Listen, I don't think they should have did what they did to you, but like, were you a Trump supporter? I mean, Orange Guy supporter? On stage and TV appearances and on his podcast, he would often defend the white wing populists and nationalists, thinking that is central to the MAGA movement. Kirk would invite students to challenge him directly on these views and his stances on issues such as immigration, transgender rights, abortion, diversity programs, and climate change. Often provoked the fiercest exchanges and loudest criticism. On an episode of oh my god. On an episode of online show Surrounded, for example, Kirk was asked if he had a 10-year-old daughter. What the hell is going on outside? What time is it? What he's anyway? It's never no noise. It's so weird that there's like somebody screaming outside. Kirk was asked if he had a 10-year-old daughter. Who was what? Oh, I see. Well, I don't want to even say that. What's going on with the rock stop? I'm not even gonna say that. I don't even know why somebody would have asked a crazy question like that. Comments from Kirk on race and crime prompted an angry liberal backlash on numerous occasions. In 2020, he called George Floyd a black man who was unalive at the hands of Minneapolis police officer sparked nationwide protests, a scumbag. When discussing crime on his podcast in 2023, he said, prowling blacks go around for fun to go target white people. referring to this is opposite to affirmative action and hiring practices to boost diversity. He said on the same podcast as a year later, if I see a black pilot, I'm going to be like, boy, I hope he's qualified. Well, that was corny. When a student accused him of racism in one recent campus debate, Kirk replied, "What have I ever said that's racist? What have I ever said that's hateful? He can't say anything I've ever said that's racist because I never said anything that's racist." Kirk would often cite his Christian faith when explaining his position on issues including Islam, gender, and abortion. The West is the best because of Christianity. We must seek Christ first, and our national and cultural resurgence will naturally follow for America to be great. We must remain majority Christian, he said. He was also accused of anti-Semitism in 2023 when he said on his podcast that Jewish communities have been pushing the exact kind of hatred against whites. True. I mean, I guess. I don't know. That they claim to want people to stop using against them. He added, "It is true that some of the largest financiers of left-wing anti-white causes have been Jewish Americans." All right, I'm actually kind of tired of reading, so that's it for me. See, I really don't understand what was the motive? Why? I'm not reading that no more. That's a lot of reading. But I want to know what was the motive of the person taking his life. What was the motive? Did they find out the motive? Thank you for liking the live. Let me see. Let me see if I could. What was the? I need to get some videos on him. Let's go to TikTok. Let's go to TikTok. No. Charlie Kirk. Let's see what videos. Oh, let's go to his page. That's so crazy because I never even heard of him prior to this happening. There he goes right there.
I am. Okay, what is her greatest? Hey, free speech? Free speech? Yeah, they have the. Are you voting for Kamala? I am. Okay, what is her greatest? Hey, free speech? Free speech? Yeah, they have the freedom of speech to boo you. That's right. Do I have the freedom of speech? Okay, so if I boo them, then it's an impediment of freedom of. No, but I just gave you an open mic for 15 minutes. Let's just tell me, what is Kamala Harris's greatest accomplishment? See, that's that question. You can't. Okay.
What?
The greatest accomplishment. That goes back to sort of establishing an extreme. I can't definitively say, oh, this is the greatest, though. Absolute. Name an accomplishment of hers.
Exactly.
She got in. She in when she was the Hey. Attorney General of California.
Hold on. He can't even answer the question. I know you freaking lied.
She fought the insurance companies to decrease prices that they're not going to be price gouging. That's an accomplishment? Wow. Okay. So that's worthy of your vote.
Right.
You support price gouging? Well, no, I'm just curious. What has she done as vice president that makes you be like, that's my gal? What is the vice president's The vice president is just president of the Senate. They don't have much.
Okay. That's actually a really good question. And he's
if it's just a ceremonial role, why do we even have a VP? Well, that's not the point. I'm saying she was tasked to control the border. How is she done? The vice president doesn't control the border. They get portfolio projects from the president. She was given the portfolio project of the border. How is she done? again, she doesn't make any individual I don't think she makes a top-down decision about the border. She made a decision to reverse 50 Trump executive orders. Do you think Kamala Harris has done an objectively good job managing our border? No. Okay. I appreciate the honesty. Thank you.
That was a good question.
Are you voting for Kamala?
Okay, so now let's go to a different video. What's this one?
Are you a Christian?
Very, very much so.
Like, why is that exactly?
Jesus saved my life. I'm a sinner, gave my life to Christ, most important decision I ever made.
So you believe the Bible is real?
Yes, I believe the Bible is true and real.
Why is that?
Well, I could give you the technical answer. There's never been an archaeological discovery that has contradicted the truth of the Bible. And then, of course, the wisdom. There is not a truth of the Bible that if you apply to your life does not improve dramatically. And then finally, we have the most accurate and transparent, historically robust account that one can have of the most important figure ever to live in the history of the world, Jesus of Nazareth. And the resurrection is the pinpoint of my belief that Jesus did rise from the grave so that we may live.
What makes Christian mythology real?
So that's not mythology, but that is theology. If Genesis 1:1 and the resurrection is true, anything in the Bible is possible. You're looking at the greatest miracle. The greatest miracle is creation. And then the fact that Jesus rose from the dead. And I say, how do you know that Jesus rose from the dead? Well, show me another historical piece of a story where so many people willingly died a brutal death for a lie. Every single person around him had everything to lose, and yet they went to the absolute death, from Paul to Peter to the half-brother of James, saying that Jesus is Lord, Jesus rose from the dead. Not to mention, if you were going to fake a story, you would not use female witnesses in the ancient world. In the scriptures, it said that the women were the first one to see Jesus Christ. If you're trying to fake a story, you would never do that. Not to mention the 500 people that saw Jesus after he rose from the dead, and then the later church that lived under persecution, under the belief that Jesus Christ was the Son of God.
Are you a Christian?
Wow, he's a great debater. Why did they? He was so young. What's this
Under
one?
no circumstance ever should a man ever let a woman pay for a date, or you should split ever. No, even on the third, fourth, fifth. What if it's the first date and you're just not in for anything? Okay, well let me. Period. Well, let me. Okay, so what kind of world are we living in? Well, hold on a second. I agree with you. If I'm dating a girl, I would pay for everything. Everything. Yeah, everything. However, I could see for other people that might be in a different financial position.
Okay, I don't really want to hear him.
Why do you think we have become so divided as a country? It is not because of conservatives. We seek to heal this country. Conservatives on campus are treated terribly. Just the other day, Jay got punched in the face by a professor here at Washington State University because he was wearing a MAGA hat. So you got punched in the face. You got punched in the face by a professor here. What happened?
Well, wow.
So what happened, everyone, was I was walking to Valhalla to get my food exchanged, and PhD student Patrick Mahoney, as well as his accomplice, Gerald Hoff, did not like the hat I was wearing. All right? Or Patrick, whatever. And when my head was down, remember, I made zero eye contact with him. He saw my hat. He ripped the hat off my head, crumbled it. I had to go confront him and say, what are you doing, dude? Because he had the hat on it. Then he told me to go get it. Sorry. Then after that, of course, he leaned towards me. So, like you see, I had to go throw my food at his face.
Yeah, I don't agree with that.
No, he did, because I thought he was about to throw a punch. What happened to him? What happened next? He charged at me. I had to stand, my ground, and then also Gerald Hoff also came at me too. Gerald grabbed my leg. I was falling down. Patrick grabbed my chest, slammed it on the road pavement. Then he grabbed my head and also slammed it on the road pavement as hell. And when he did that, I remember, oh my goodness, no. So on like far left, like Reddit and also Discourse, crush the heads of your opposition, crush the heads of your fascists. When he did that,
He's so awkward,
professor,
though.
right? He's teaching 103. So, by the way, God bless you, man. Thank you so much. That was really great. Thank you.
He's dang, that's so crazy. Like, I never even heard of him before this. What's this?
Would you ever consider making a run for the presidency?
You knew that was coming. I'm 31 years old. I got a great life. And My mission right now is defend the Trump administration on the great stuff they're doing, get J.D. Vance elected as the next president of the United States in 2028.
That's when he got me messed up when he said he was defending Trump. Oh Lord, I liked you, but you like the Trump. Trying to get a lot of videos.
So if you had a daughter.
No.
I don't care if you want to go wear a dress by yourself. Go ahead, knock yourself out. But if you're going to force me to use pronouns that aren't true, teach my kids things that are materially or biologically false, then we have a serious problem. And so I guess it's the most important question, and you know it's coming. What is a woman?
I didn't see that coming. So I guess obviously we're going to disagree, like definitionally. A woman is somebody who identifies and performs with what society agrees with as a woman. And there's it's not a safe world for trans people.
It's not it's not a safe world for those of us that criticize trans people. That's where.
I disagree with that too. I think everyone should be safe. I don't think that anybody should have any violence shown against them.
Yeah,
I categorically disagree with any violence shown against people. All I'm saying is that these people just want to exist.
I don't.
And we will exist.
I don't understand what was their motive to take him out. What was that guy's motive? Let me see if I can find it. Something. Why did he unalive him though? I said, what? What was the motive? Is it because he was friends with the orange guy? Was that the reason? And I'm about to get off. On September the 16th, prosecutor Jeff Gray stated that the suspect had become increasingly concerned about gay and trans rights, and that he had grown apart from his family conservative views, citing Robeson's relationship with his transgender roommate as a factor. Weird. Anyway, I'm about to get off, y'all. Thanks for watching.